Hello guys, and welcome to a brand new video on this channel. So today is a Tuesday, so that means the new vehicle has come out in GTA. I believe it's called the Lampadati Viseris, I think. I'm not obviously sure on how to say it. I believe it's based off some sort of Maserati, as that's what the internet has said that it's basically based on. I'm not sure what Maserati is based off, but it's really nice. I mean, I just bought it in black because it doesn't really matter what car you buy in. I'm still gonna change it eventually. Now, this can be done in the MOC and the Avenger, as it does require. It doesn't require you to buy weapons, but you can buy weapons for this vehicle, which I don't know why. It's basically the same as last week's car. I'm very confused to why they have put machine guns on a car like this. So let's get into the MOC. So as you can see, we're having to actually go around the back because that's where my MOC is, and this is where the entrance of the MOC is. So we're gonna get this thing into here and let's do it up. So now that we're inside the MOC, we're just gonna upgrade it to what we can. So as you saw there, the armor does have some discounts on it for armor, and I think a few other things as well. I mean, this car, when it's fully done up, it's really nice, as you'll see later on in the video. Obviously we're just doing the engine. I was a little bit, I didn't know which engine cover I was going to use. I was going to have that one, but then I realised I don't really like showing off the engine off in my cars. I mean, there's only a couple that I have, and I don't really like it on them, but it suits the car. So I've gone with the second from bottom for this one. I just think it looks the better roll of all of them. Obviously, other people will have their opinions, so when you go to buy this car, pick what you basically want. With the exhaust, I didn't know what to pick either, but I've gone with the cannons just because, I mean, they look really nice. I was going to go with one of those two at the bottom, but I mean, look how big the exhausts are on this car.
Beautiful.
So now we're on to technically the trunk of the car, because the engine is in the back. When I open this car up, so when the doors and the front and back bits are open, it's a bit confusing, as you'll see when we get there. I love the lights on this car. Obviously this is quite an old-fashioned car, so the lights are gonna go up and down, which is really nice. My secret to doing this car was, I don't pick my neons until I've chosen the colour that I want for the car. So as you'll see in a few seconds, I do go with the white car just because I think it looks really nice, and then I go with a red interior, so that means I went with the red neon underneath, which does kind of suit it, I suppose, because it is just two colours on the car. As you'll see in a fair few minutes, I will eventually go back up to the neons and change it to the red after I've done inside the car. As you can see, I like the red in this car. I think it's really nice, and as you can see from my mechanic guy, he likes it too, even though he basically likes everything. So here we go, we're gonna pick the red for it just because it will suit the inside of the car. Not really much else left to do on this. I was gonna pick those skirts, but I mean, those ones look a little bit better. So technically I do kind of have three colours on my car, if you want to say, but I mean, I don't really, they're just bolted on. Now there's with the spoiler, I was going to pick with this one because I thought it looked really nice, and then because I like to put a big spoiler on my car just for the sheer purpose of it looking nice, I chose this one just because it's more aerodynamic. I'm not sure if spoilers actually do anything to the car. I'm not sure if it's like real life or anything. I'm not 100% sure. I don't really care for that, if you know what I mean. Yeah, I mean, nearly finished this car. We're gonna obviously take this car out for a little bit of a drive and see how it is. So we're just finishing up the wheels. I did choose like normal wheels and then realized I was gonna have chrome. It didn't really make any difference, like just changes the color a little bit, but I mean, I don't really tend to look at wheels when I'm driving along, really. Yeah, nice to know. Work for stingers. I hope so. Right, so now this car is fully done up, let's give it a test drive. Here we are, we're just driving along. For a classic vehicle, I guess you could say this is, it's quite fast for what it is. I was really surprised at how quick it actually was. I think it's probably one of the quickest old cars that we have in the game. I'm not sure what the fastest one is, but I mean, I'm sure someone out there will let me know. I think it's like Sterling GT or something. I'm not 100% sure, but that's quite a quick car as well. There is one thing that confuses me with this car, as well as what's inside the trunk, is the inside of this car. It's very, what shall we say, it's weird, because like I said, it's a classic car, but as you'll see in a couple of seconds, this guy just walks into my view when I thought he was going to attack me, and I was just like, I'm recording, really. So yeah, the inside of this car is just weird. So we're going to open this car up, start off with the boot. See, we've got the battery, I believe that is, and the intercooler, I believe. Leave that or the sound system. But I mean, wouldn't the battery and intercooler be like in the back of the car, as that's where the engine is? I'm not 100% sure. It was just really confusing. Now the inside of this car, as you'll see in a very few couple of seconds, is really it's really up to date, and I was really surprised it was that up to date for a classic car. I mean, look at the gears, shifts, the dashboard especially. It's just a really weird car. But I mean, it's GTA, they can do basically anything they want. Anyways guys, thank you guys for watching this video. Please like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.